Hello, and welcome to the Bankers Masterclass series in association with Swift on a new era in global payments. I'm Joy Macknight, Managing Editor at The Banker, and with me is Thierry Chilosi, Lead for Swift GPI Go-to-Market. In Chapter 2 of this four-part series, we're looking at why the ability to track and monitor cross-border trade and payments is critical today. Thierry, thanks so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I think it's very interesting, like in a consumer world where you have the ability to track all your purchases. So you make an order online, you get the confirmation you've made that order, you can track the parcel all the way through, and then it says when it's delivered. How is this experience actually being translated into the cross-border payments world?
I think it translates very naturally to the cross-border world because, as you said, we are used to this world today where everything is seamless. We have this retail experience, and I believe this is, as the world goes more global, as the world becomes borderless, this is what people expect. Anywhere they will have a digital experience. Now, making it translated to cross-border is not the same thing as realizing it in the domestic market, or what we call closed-loop systems. Because in those systems, everything is close, everything is at proximity. In a cross-border world, you have different countries, different regulations, and different possibilities to transport data. So that's where the challenge lies, and for a long time, it was a bit mission impossible. Well, that's no longer true, that's no longer possible to say it's impossible. So we had to do something about that, and I think we are much closer to that new reality today. We've introduced payment tracking last year, the end of last year, so now all the SWIFT payments on the network have a possibility to be tracked. We know exactly where they are. This is a major step in the journey, and this will open a world of opportunities.
Okay, but what actual benefits will payments tracking really bring?
I can think of a number. The first one is customer experience. First of all, you want the customer to be in control. The old world of cross-border payment is what we call fire and forget. Actually, you try to forget and you hope it arrives in 2-3 days. That was before payment tracking was possible. Today, you can know exactly where your payment is. And for the end customer, whether it's an end user or a corporate, this is very precious because you feel you're in control of where your money is. That's the first opportunity. The second opportunity are for financial institutions on cost reduction, because you can imagine that when you know where your money is, and you have to deal with an exception. So a customer calls, where is my money? In the past, you need to look up the chain of payments, see who you have to call. Sometimes you don't even have a contact. And you can imagine how inefficient that process is. Now, the fact that you can track the payment, you know exactly where it is and you know exactly who to call. And that unlocks huge benefits in terms of cost efficiencies. Most importantly, for the financial institutions, they can free up their staff from chasing payments to doing more value-added activities. And that's a lot more rewarding job to do. The third opportunity that it unlocks is about innovation. And it's going to sound a bit strange, but the simple fact of tracking the payment actually opens up many types of innovation. I'll just name a couple. The first one, you know where your money is, so you can manage your funds better. The industry itself desperately need a way to manage liquidity very efficiently. The ability to know where the money is, to move it where it needs to be. That's the first type of innovative opportunities you see. A very simple one, when you can track a payment, you can stop it. So imagine you make a mistake. Imagine you're confronted with a suspicion of a fraud. You can exactly on a click of a button tell that that payment should actually stop and not go further. And we have a roadmap of other exciting opportunities again to unlock in the innovation front.
Okay, and I know SWIFT is making it mandatory for all banks to confirm when a payment arrives in a beneficiary account by 2020. Yes. Again, what kind of benefits will this bring?
This is fundamental. Confirmation of payments is the second part of transforming correspondent banking and global payments in general. So today what we do is we can track where a payment is. The confirmation tells you when the money has arrived in the beneficiary's hand. Let me make an analogy. We all use WhatsApp. When you send a message to somebody, you have check marks. The message is sent is one check mark. When the message arrives to the recipient, you've got a double check mark. And what happens when the person reads the message? Those check marks become blue. Well, those blue check marks is a payment confirmation. It tells you that the job is done. And it's as simple as it is very powerful, because you can see how the customer benefits from this experience. But you can also see that the fact that the technology allows you to know that the payment has reached an end state allows many other innovations to be built on top of that. Because without that check mark, you are uncertain. With the check mark, you know the job is complete and you can unlock other transactions. What it actually will bring, it will make the payment invisible. And we can then focus on what is the real goal that the person or the corporate is trying to do. Is it trying to secure a commitment? Is it trying to do a trade? And that's where we should be focusing our time and our innovation capabilities.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Thierry. In part 3 of this masterclass series, we'll look at how Swift GPI is delivering value to the banks and their customers.